Hey there everyone, hope you're having a truly magical day today. A very common question that I get, and I know a lot of people have this question, what's it like cruising solo when you're by yourself, no one else with you? Advantages, disadvantages, things that you like. Do you prefer cruising solo or with friends and family? Today I'm going to answer all that. Now in my opinion, cruising solo is best saved for those who are a little bit more advanced in cruising, right? So those who have been on more than, let's say, 3 or 4 cruises in the past, have had experience cruising, know what it's like, know what to expect, and can go on the different experiences throughout the different ships that they go on and really enjoy it by themselves. That being said, I think it also takes a certain person to be able to enjoy time to themselves, right? Not everyone's going to really enjoy time to themselves. Actually, on this cruise, the MSC Divina, I was just walking around and I was towards the inside pool area, and I heard maybe teenage girl say to her parents, like, oh, I'm ready to go in the pool. And her parents like, go ahead. And she's like, I don't want to go alone. I don't like being alone. That was the end of the conversation that I heard as I was walking by. But it does kind of correlate to a lot of other people and how they feel in terms of being alone, doing things. It's okay not to be feeling great doing things by yourself. If that's you, then maybe cruising solo isn't for you. You can answer that question right off the bat. That being said, if you do think that cruising by yourself might be right, there are some advantages and disadvantages to it. Let's start off with the advantages, right? When you're by yourself, you got the whole room to yourself. Don't have to worry about sharing the bathroom, don't have to worry about luggage being in someone else's way. As long as it's not in your way, you're all set. You can just leave your stuff wherever you want. No one's, you're not crowding anyone. There are a ton of advantages. In addition, you can do exactly what you want to do at all moments, right? So if I want to go to the pool just for like 20-30 minutes, I don't have to inconvenience anyone by taking a second shower, right? I can just do all these things totally free, not have to worry about disturbing anyone. Now, in addition, when you cruise by yourself, you have the opportunity to experience things that maybe your previous traveling partner, whoever you were with, or could have been with, wouldn't have wanted to do. For example, let's say you wanted to dine at a specialty restaurant. You're only paying for one, right? If the other person isn't really interested in going to the specialty restaurant, let's pretend it's $100 just for the sake of this video. For the specialty restaurant, that you just saved $100 and it's just you. Now, since we're talking about money for a moment, let's talk about the cost of cruising, right? Usually, most cruise lines, there are exceptions, which I will talk about in a minute, most cruise lines have a fee that's meant for 2 people. So you see the fee on their website, go to any cruise company that you want and see how much is the cruise. That usually, 9 times out of 10, is for 2 people. 2 people in your cabin, that's the fare that they're charging. That being said, as I mentioned, exceptions. Certain cruise lines, I believe MSC and Norwegian both do this, they have rooms that are specifically meant for solo travelers, right? They are few in number and they sell out quick. So if you're interested in solo traveling, you can save money in that way, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up paying double what is the usual cost for one person because they don't offer that many solo traveler rates. So even though you may be saving money in the specialty dining as an example, it's more than likely you're going to be paying extra to travel by yourself. If you travel with 2 people, it's the exact same cost. So there is definitely an advantage to traveling with someone else. Even if you just split the cost between the 2 of you, you're saving money. So with others, definitely is going to save you money in that regard more often than not. Of course, the advantages of cruising with 2 people are pretty well known, right? You have someone with you at all times, have a traveling companion. A lot of the things to do on board are made for 2 people, like the games, the game shows that you play. Even pool time with someone is going to be very different than if you're by yourself. And I think most people will probably enjoy the cruise more if you're here with someone that you care about, right? It doesn't have to be a significant other. It could be a sibling, a parent, even a very close friend. There is something special about cruising with someone else. When I travel with someone else, usually it's me and the other person at the table by ourselves. We have a table by ourselves. But when you travel by yourself, more often than not, they're actually going to try and put you with other people, not just for any specific reason, like they have to fill tables, but because I think they feel that most single travelers would like to sit with other people. For me personally, I have the camera, I don't want to disturb anyone, and I really don't mind eating by myself. I'm super used to it. So for me, I usually request, like, hey, is it possible to get a table to myself? And they're super easy to accommodate if they can, right? Some cruise ships can, some can't. It all depends on the capacity on board. They were able to on this cruise, just as an example, But if you're looking to eat with others, that may be an opportunity for you to kind of make new friends. If we're just given this example. Now, I did touch on this briefly, but many of the activities, not all, of course, there are many activities and excursions that are meant for individuals. Absolutely. But many are going to be geared towards either families or smaller groups, like 2 or 3. So that's just something to consider. There are going to be things on board that maybe you probably just don't feel like doing because you don't have anyone with you, right? It's kind of hard to play ping pong by yourself if no one else is playing. If there are other people playing, maybe you can just join them. But that's something to consider. What are you going to do with your day? Do you mind sitting by the pool by yourself? Are you comfortable just kind of relaxing for dinner, just you at your own table? Or do you feel comfortable meeting new people and just kind of throwing yourself into it, right? That's something to think about when thinking about solo cruising. On a side note, it's easier for me to vlog when I'm by myself on these cruises. Just more time for me to do it. So would I recommend solo cruising? I would say that if you don't have any other opportunities to go cruising, then yes, okay, right. So it's your only opportunity to go cruising is you got to do it alone. Nobody else wants to go cruising that isn't your close friends or family. They're just like, no, don't want to go, you enjoy it. If that's the case, then yes, maybe that's right for you. For a majority of people though, I would say if at all possible, go with a close friend or family or relative, whoever it is, who can join you. It's a more enjoyable experience when you're with someone else. That's just me giving you the honest truth here, right? I prefer cruising with others. I really enjoy others' company. I enjoy kind of, introducing people to stuff. I enjoy just hanging out at the pool together. You always have someone with you at all times, and it makes the cruise, in my opinion, that much better. Don't want to say that I don't enjoy solo cruising. I do. There are parts of me that absolutely enjoy solo cruising, but I prefer cruising with close family or friends. Those are my thoughts about solo cruising. If you think it's something that you would enjoy, or if you've tried solo cruising before and you have follow-up thoughts, suggestions, ideas, leave them in the comments below. Definitely want to hear from you, or follow-up questions. Happy to answer as many as we can, and those in our community, I'm sure, will pitch in and help and see if we can figure out the answer for you. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me today. It means so much to be able to share it all with you, and a special thanks to our patrons for making it all possible. Until next time, have a magical day, and I'll see you on board.